Hello viewer, a warm welcome to Elimu TV where you watch and learn. Welcome to our Geography Form 1 lesson, that is lesson 5. Our subtopic will be calculation of temperature. I am your teacher, Madam Abigail Rachel. Let's preview the last lesson that we had. So in the last lesson, we named the instrument that is used for measuring rainfall, and that is a rain gauge. We also looked at how do we find the mean monthly rainfall. And mean monthly, this is the rainfall that is received on a monthly basis, that is on a day-to-day basis of the month. So we said that we should add the total rainfall for all the months available, then divide by the number of months given. So that is the answer to the questions that we looked at in the last lesson. For today, we are going to look at temperature. And just to remind you of what temperature is. So temperature is the degree of hotness or coldness of a place. So a place may include the atmosphere, a surface area. So if that place is hot, then the temperatures in that place is going to be hot. If the temperatures are cold, then it is going to be cold. That is, if the temperatures are low, it's going to be cold. Let's say like 0 degrees Celsius, this place is cold. So temperatures in Kenya are taken in the morning hours, that is at 9 a.m. from the minimum temperature and 3 p.m. for the maximum, and this is in order to get the coldest and the hottest temperature. So if you say that we are going to take temperature in a given day, we are going to take temperature early in the morning, that is 9 a.m. And 9 a.m. is just about when the sun is about to rise up and the cold is about to become minimal because the sun is going to rise up. Then we'll also take the temperatures later in the day, that is at 3 p.m. And here we are going to find the temperature of a day. That is going to be, we are going to get the hottest and the coldest temperature, then we divide. So instrument used to measure temperature. We have a 6-inch thermometer. We also have the normal thermometer. So a 6-inch thermometer will measure the highest and the lowest temperature at the same time. There is what we call a thermograph. So it is used to record temperature throughout the day on a graph paper. So a thermograph is used to record temperature throughout the day on a graph paper. We also have the diurnal temperature. This is the average between the coldest and the hottest temperature, which is taken to get the daily mean. So if you are told to get the daily mean of any temperature, you are going to take the average of the coldest and the hottest temperature so that you can get your diurnal temperature. How to calculate the mean daily temperature? So calculation, you are going to take the highest temperature plus the lowest temperature. Then you divide it. You're going to divide it if you've been given by a total a number of days, so you divide it by the number of days. If you have been given in form of months, you are going to add the highest temperature and the lowest temperature. Then you may divide it. So our coldest temperature is going to be 20. Our highest temperature is going to be 28. So when you take the highest temperature plus the lowest temperature, that is 28 plus 20, you get 48. You divide it by 2 to get 24. So if you are being asked to get the mean daily temperature, you take the highest temperature plus the lowest temperature, then divide it by the total number of temperatures that you have been given. That is either 2, 3, 4, or even 12. How to calculate the daily range of temperature? So daily means that it occurs on a daily basis, today, tomorrow, the day before. And range is the difference between the highest and the coldest. And you already know what the meaning of temperature is. So let's go head to our lesson. So how to get the daily range of temperature is the difference between the hottest and the coldest temperature of the day. So the hottest temperature here is going to be 28 degrees. Our coldest temperature is going to be 20 degrees. So to get the daily range of temperature, we are going to get the highest temperature minus the coldest temperature to give us the daily range of temperature. So 28 degrees minus 20 degrees, we get 8 degrees Celsius. You have to note the symbol for temperature. We name temperature according to degrees. So that is the unit for temperature. How to calculate the mean annual temperature? Mean is a total of all the units that you have been given. So mean annual means in yearly form, that is a whole year. So if you are asked to calculate the mean annual temperature, below you have data, that is temperature for a given month, for a given year, let's say 2016. So you have month, and in months you have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and you also have the total. So in the temperatures, you have from 24 degrees Celsius to 29 degrees Celsius in December and January respectively. And the total of these temperatures are 28 degrees Celsius. So next step, we are looking on how to calculate the mean annual temperature. So we are going to get the mean. We add all the temperatures from January to December. So we'll add all the temperatures from 24 degrees Celsius to the last temperature of December. Then we are going to divide it by the total number of months. By the total number of months in this year. So this year has 12 months. So the total mean of these temperatures is going to be 288, and we are going to divide it by 12. That is, we will get a mean of 24 degrees Celsius. Always remember to put the unit for any given digit that you have been given. If it is temperature, it is going to be degrees Celsius. We have something that is called the isotherms. So isotherms are lines joining places on a map with the same temperature. This is a question that is likely to be set in your exam, in your CAS, even in the KCSE exam. An isotherm are lines joining places on a map with the same temperature. Application of temperature. If we take temperature and apply it to our daily life today, we will normally see that in terms of our body, or let's say biologically, how does temperature apply to our cells? So we are going to see that our body, when you have high temperatures in the body, this can be a detector of fever. That means that you are probably sick. Everybody at some point has some fever on them. So if you find that your body temperatures are very high, most likely there is a problem that you are sick. On the other hand, if there is low temperature, it can also detect sickness. In case you find that your body temperature is varying, it's better to seek medical attention. The other application of temperature is evaporation. Evaporation, when it comes to geography Form 1 lesson, where we look at rainfall, do you know the process that it takes for rain to be formed? So for rain to be formed, we see that there is always temperature, that is high temperature from the sun that hits the surface of the water. It makes this water to evaporate and rise to the clouds in form of water vapor. So when this water vapor reaches to the clouds, it becomes condensed. And when the water vapor becomes condensed, they will form clouds. And later on, we will see that these clouds will be too heavy to be suspended in the atmosphere, and so it will fall down as rainfall. Yeah, so those are the two applications of temperature. That is biologically when temperature rises during evaporation, that is the formation of rainfall. We have come to the end of our lesson, and I have an assignment for you. What is temperature? That's number 1. Number 2, how do you calculate the daily temperature? Daily temperature is said that this is temperature taken on a daily basis. If it is Monday, we will take temperature in the morning, that is 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Then we will have the difference between them. So how do you calculate the daily temperature? Question number 3, how do you calculate the daily range of temperature? Question number 4, how do you calculate the mean annual temperature? So you have come to the end of our lesson today. You can contact us on Facebook, that is Elimu TV, on Twitter at Elimu_KE. Thank you.